Hello everyone, good morning. Now, so I have come in my place. I always say Mogadish Education always will give you new thoughts and idea. How do you improve your English speaking? Today I will say something very very important things and listen you very carefully. If you don't listen this video, like so especially I'm saying to you, I also many kinds of videos I've made, but I never said this video is very important and very very interesting. Now I'm saying to you, today's very video will be very very interesting, and I'm going to say to you now, as you can see now, so I'm walking this bridge on the bridge. So every day I have come here. Like this, every day I come here. I would say to you these are words. Many times I said many things, but today I'll say to you very very special topics. I will discuss with you about English language. Why we stuck? When speaking time, why we speaking time we stuck and we cannot speak the ahead. Our mind and mouth doesn't work. We didn't get find out these words, like also and then after first I'll say these topics, and after I'll say uh, a story, famous story, who is the farmer and his 5 sons. And this story also you can practice. For practicing, I choose some simple stories. Every day I try to speak. These are stories. Why I say, I have also reason. One of like this Jim Rohn, my mentor, said, repetition is skill of mother. Repetition is skill of mother. This was also just you remember why I'm saying to you repetition. I every day come here. Before I didn't think nothing. What comes into my mind, all are things I try to speak to you, and now instantly which are sentences coming in my mind. There's so Saturday and Sunday is very I couldn't think nothing before of that Saturday and Sunday so very so very busy day for me. That's why I cannot think. But today also I am thinking. Let's today is very comfortable day because of that. Yesterday I read some of I found some of example why. Like this also, like start my videos words, some of words you can study. I can also study with these words, but we don't know, like this some of words, like this we say we also before we read like this parts of speech, but we don't know parts of speech, verb, about this noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. These are words like this. Also, one of verbs. If I say this verb motivate means also some people the inspiration. Some of words motivate, and how many words you can change, how many words you know with these words. It means like this, when we say these are verb, then it means 5 or 6 words already we can make like this. Also, I am motivating you, and he motivate already before, like that. But also we don't know, we cannot do motivate to others people. This like this motivation, like this. Also, if I say no, first I'll say to you these words. You take some words like this. When you'll go like this upper level, then also our thinking will be near level. It is means also our body will increase, body will our body, our mind, our age will be increased, but our thinking will be little. These things is opposite things. I also think. There's also we do not observe how many years. It means your 60 years. Like this, if somebody will say to me, I'm now 60 years old. I am 60 years old, and what is? If you like this, who are learner, who are creator, they always find out their simple things, and they go to with the simple way. Like this also, I say motivate. How many words I am saying to you, just to observe, and then you can understand. Okay, any kinds of words when we will start to speak this motivation words, like this motivate, not this. First you learn this motive, we say, and many people also they use motivation, so they say motivation, and motivation is noun, like this also. And when we say motivate and motivate means verb, it is not noun. When some of words and a tion we join with these words, it means it is called noun. And verb, how to go with a noun, and how it will like this is change with this noun words. It will change, convert, like this also. We can convert with this verb with like this shun. When we will add like this tion, tion, then it will be noun. So this type of words we get, but we don't know how many sentences you can say, how many sentences like this. So some days ago also, before many days ago also, I when I started to read, but I couldn't find out. How can I remember these are words, and how can I find out with this motivation. And so then I lastly I find out, and also find out this reason why not we remember these are words. Now, so from today, so I can remember any word, any type of words. So my dear friends, just to listen. First, I just motivate and motivated and motivating, motivates, and to motivate. There was and another also motivation and motivator. So how many words I said here? So now as you can listen, just so 7 or 8 words. With this one words I make a 7 or 8 words. This that's why we couldn't understand these words. We couldn't think about this. First also, in our school, college, every person, and they're just watching, they're just learning their grammar. But grammar is not the competence. So in this sentence, in these words, many type of words you can read. If you don't know these rules, regulation, how to become a great speaker. That's why we couldn't speak now. So as you can see, I am so thinking. Before I couldn't understand these are words. Now so I understand and I can speak. Okay, no matter. And English language, only this English language made by all our countries people. This language, but there are also so many things, many ideas. Also, as you can see here, also many things. That's why I come here regularly. I try to speak, which are sentences come into my mind. But why also always I ask to me, and why I cannot speak, why I cannot say. Why I cannot say? What is the reason? Reason also I find out here many time and many situation like that. You also can say. You also can say, and the 3 dogs are also running, and like also you can see they are also afraid, and they are observing me, dog are, and what they are doing here. They are also playing, and one of the guys also coming here, and that type of words, many types of words come and so we can see, but also we don't think, and who will say to you. But our um, study, and when we like this 12 like this 12 and college in college, but we waste our time for our examination, our like this we all are people which like this examination or examination we spend our time, but we do not focus this reading book, which kinds of books very important for us. That then I always say to you, another things is also like productivity idea. So now, so my words is here. Motivation is very big things. Motivation, inspiration. How do you make sentence with this motivation? That is the point. My point also. Some motivation are very, we can get like this internal motivation and external motivation. But so today I don't explain like this. I won't explain this motivation. Just I try to say it like this motivation words. Motivation like this. How it is not. It is a noun, but also I said here noun, verb, adjective, adverb, and these four words also we find out we can use these words. Okay, another things is like my things is now I'll say to you. I think also you know anything like this also discussion. I discussed with him. I am discussing with you. This type of and discussion is very important. Discussion is very important for everyone, and he discussed always to me this type of words. So you can say with these words like so verb and also words. And I also said many people, so you know this verb. If and so many this type of words also very or sometimes so irritate to us. Because of that we don't get out, we don't find out this answer and result. But also another things is some these are things very important. I also said beforehand, when you will read this type of words, then you will get another also things will come. This is suffix and prefix, and prefix means also which are words we can join like this: disclose, unhappy, which are before words. When we join some word, some letter, this is called prefix. When after we use some like this words, some letters we join, this is called this prefix. So my dear friends, here also I said now I am saying to you a story. A story means you should also read the story. So I have come here for practice my English language. That's why so when also I also open class. Because of that, in this class I always try to speak with them in English. Speaking English, no English language is important, but we do not have practice this language. And how do you say, how do you use, how do and what will be your pronunciation. My son also doing this, practicing. My son also doing these types of practice all times. So where another words I use practice, practice. I had practice. So this type also word. And another thing is like my words is like that. You have to read. Like also I also read lots of book, but so now I find out these words. Okay, another things is now I'm saying you story. Some of my simple story I always try to say to speak. Because of that, when I try to speak this story and story, remembering story like this also I use the story always focus the story always focus our story always story always gives us some motivation, and so story always remember our unreadable things, and which are things first we read. These are these are sentences, these are words, all things I can remember by the story. This is the meaning. So another, so now my brain also working. I'm also thinking about with this story gives us lots of energy. Story gives us lots of information. Story gives us lots of motivation, and in every story I get lots of moral, and what is it? We can learn. Without story, you cannot say like this long time. And when you will start to speak, then you will understand many things. Many people will say to you, they can say to you now, and what is your name? What is your father name? What is your mother name? What is your grandfather name? It is our hand. How many hands do you have? How many we can see with our eyes? We can smell with our nose, and we can teeth. With these teeth, we can bite. So this type of words you can say it is not our natural words, but here is not the answer. Here is not complete your sense, your idea. Just like so, if I said to you now, you think this type of story also very important. Which story now? So I am saying to you this story. Once upon a time, like this villager and the five sons. Also know, I know this story, and some people also say to this story. This kind of story is very interesting now. So you can say this place is very nice and interesting. I always come here in this place. So very cute and calm place. So some people they are come in this place and they do their morning walk. Also regularly I come in this place and also for morning walk. For morning walk I regularly come here, and so I make a video. So many people they think what I am doing, but they don't know that they think I am making video. It is the main things. Okay. Now another things is will come to in your mind. In your mind, some of words, some of sentences you can make, not to other people, for you. You also can practice. Without practice in English language, you cannot speak these words. Nothing also you can speak. Another things is like now I said to you another things. Okay, like the story, Village and the Five Sons, and so started these stories. Now I would say, my dear friends, just to listen how to first any type of story you can find out some of key words and key sentences and key question you ask to. Yes, the Village and the Five Sons will know this story is very great. And some people will say, I also said before the Village and the Five Sons, but I do not discuss. I do not explain them briefly. I will say to you. I will say I will discuss. I will briefly. How can I explain my stories? The story is nice. So another thing is another motivation, another words will come into your mind. So this is that's just it. So another thing is that Blazer and the Five Sons, who had one of the Blazer he had like this. Even if I say, you also can join with many words, many sentences, but sometimes so our brain, what my brain is saying to me, my brain is saying to me, how can I finish this story rapidly? It is not means. You try to speak and you try to think with this story. I am so thinking with this story, but how many sentences, new sentences will come, I don't know. But also when I will start speak, then you will understand what is that. So you can briefly, you can say this story. This story is the main things. Also, I know this story. And if I tell you, there was one day like this. I went to. I went to a village, but there, one of the I saw there one a villager. I saw there a villager, and villager asked to me, villager also, if I enter, I also can think. I also enter this story like this also. What will happen? Nothing will happen there if I enter this story. Now so new idea also come. New idea also comes in my mind. So that comes easily. That comes easily, but we do not follow these rules. Your thing also will do work. Like also, I'm now the villager asked to me, and I met him. I met him once upon a time like this now, or not here. So once upon a time, just to not you think like this. I went to in a village, and suddenly one of the person also asked to me, "Hey, person, then they are like this in this village. I went there for making video. This village was very nice and pretty interesting, and suddenly one of the old men watched me, and he asked me some question. Hey dear, are you fine? Fine. And so I said, yes, fine. Oh, and what are you doing here? Here, I asked him, and answered him. This is I have come here for making video. This village is very nice and interesting. And he asked, oh, you know, and I think also you have some idea. And can you give me? Can you say to me? And how can I solve my problem? And solution, I have big problem because of that. And I asked to him, and what is your problem? Then he said to me, my problem is my I have five sons, but they always quarrel, and they do not listen to they do not listen my voice and my simple words, my simple things not work on them. So then also I said, oh, it is your problem. Okay, no matter, and I will give you solution. How do you stop their quarreling? So then also you can like this also I said all our things, and he did these things. And also many days later also I and what he did like this also now I'll say to you what he did. He did, and he also applied this idea, and this idea was like the my ideas was very interesting idea. This idea was very interesting. So then the villager went to the market, and he bought some bundle of sticks. And what happened also all everybody will know, but also now I'm trying to say to you and what he did. So then speaking time also, we when we try to speak, then also speaking time you get thing normally, and you can get answer automatically. So automatically you can say, no matter nobody will say to you nothing, and every time you can think on your way, on your way, your sentence you can use own sentence. Nobody and nobody will say to you nothing. So and how after some days he went to the market, and he bought one of a bundle of sticks. And then he actually his called all of his sons, and he said all of the sons, oh, all are you he called the all of sons, you come, all our boys, all are my sons, come and you listen something. I will give you something, come here. And then all our boys, they came the villager room. They entered the villager room, and villager said to him, now so you sit down here. Okay, now they are set on the chair. And first time also he asked, from today, if you can give me this answer, from today you do commitment to me, you can commitment me, you do not fight together, you do not fight together, no, you won't fight together. Because of that I always think with you live very peacefully, you live and you live together. And why you are doing and why you are fighting like this, some simple things, on some simple things, why you are fighting on this, no one said to him nothing. So then another, okay, then so villager has started this activities, and villager gave them bundle of sticks all by all by all. The one by one, they gave them a bundle of sticks and asked them, now you break this. You have so strength and you are very strong. If you break, if you can break, I will give you reward. But all are shown, they apply their whole force and their strength, they apply on this bundle, but the couldn't break. None of them couldn't break this bundle of sticks. And after one by one also tried and tried, but they couldn't break this bundle of sticks. And another words also come. No, now another things, and then after what he did, and he, the villager, took out the one stick, one by one, 5 sticks. Took out only single sticks, and then single stick gave them one by one, and then asked them, now you break these sticks, and they break the sticks. Okay, now, and villager said to them, now you understand what happened and why I did these activities. One of they are speaking is not, they cannot find out these activities. And another things, after then villager said like this, you are a human. If you live together, nobody will break your mind, nobody will break you. So here also I will finish my video now. So it is 6 o'clock, and nobody asks to you, nobody can irritate to you, nobody can tease you. If you live together, nobody will break to you. So if you live together, if you live alone, so another person will destroy you, another person will fight you, then you lose, you can lose everything. So my word is, why you are 5 brothers, all are you my sons, why you are quarreling? But I always but think I do not happy with you, because of if you are quarrel, if you are fight, own your brothers, how you'll be peace, how you'll be good. But it is not good. Now also I am returning my journey, I am taking my journey return. So here also, my dear, and the villager said to them, okay, now you from today you don't never fight. If from today you don't never fight, and so you promise me. And all our son cried. Some of the son said, okay, father, we won't never fight. Because of that, we don't understand our simple. But if we live together, if we eat something together, it will be very good, and our son also will live. They also can, they are learning, they are education, they are all our human being activities, they will do good. So then the story is in here, and all our son said to his fathers and commitment to him, no, from today we won't fight together. So the story is like this: united we stand, united we stand, divided we fall. This was this moral is completed here. After united we stand, and divided we fall. This story is like I say to you. Another things is like after few days later, after few days ago, also I said many things today. Also I am thinking comfortably, I am also speaking to you, and so many. One of the words also said, the Jim Rohn word said, repetition is mother skill of mother skill. Repetition meant what you are doing, what you are thinking. It is not means one things. How many times you are doing, it is the main things. One of the Bruce Lee also said once. I also read these quotes. The like this also, I do not fear them. I do not fear them who knows many things. I fear them. I do not fear them who knows many things. I fear them who does one thing thousand times, who does one thing now. So I'm also thinking these words, I'm so practicing my words, and one of words also come now. And this situation, the beautiful days don't come to you, you must work towards them. So my dear friends, you can try your practice all of time, no more, and no hesitation, no feel, and you can spread out your video on your Facebook, WhatsApp, like this also. You can publish no matter, and publishing, after publishing, if you don't publish, somebody will do his practice, his doing things, and somebody what will say. There also, I think soon now my words is here, and another word also said this now, so I remember practice, like this, you have to do practice correctly, and perfect practice is meant that if you do not do, if you do not think like this, how can I do perfect practice? One of person also said before, the people would say practice makes perfection, practice makes perfection. So now I am saying to you, perfect practice makes perfect person, and perfect practice doesn't make a perfect person, practice doesn't make perfect person, and perfect practice makes perfect person also. I use these words. So this type of words is also very important for everyone. And one thing is also, now I remember I also said, in a 40 minutes or 40 or 50 minutes, how many sentences now? So sunlight also coming, and if I hold this camera stand here, but if I hold like that, my sunlight also is spread into like this on my cheek. So that's why. So today's morning was so very nice, and very clearly, and clear, so nice. Another sentence will come to in your mind, then you can ask to in yourself. So these words is like this. Once Einstein also said these words use this. If you want to be happy, like this, if you want to be happy, learn and fight alone, and if you want to be happy, choose the hard work. If you want to be happy, you go alone and you fight alone. And this is the our main things of the countries. But I said here, so before I said one of story also, this is our old education system. Now also we are in our country, in our all our people, so we can see here and there, and you can go everywhere and now alone. So no, and old situation was not good. Nowadays also we have internet, we have mobile, we have everything, and when and where you will go here and there, and you can see where now what you are doing now. So if I say to you now, so I am doing my practicing, and I am so making this video. So some person, if he can hurt to me, this video will go to them, and the every there's a crime and co-person, they can catch easily. So my opinion that here, so my dear friends, every situation, if, like this, some of this hard situation, and one of words also now I remember, these words means also in this this motivation, in motivation sentences, I can find out these are words like this also. Like here the sunlight is very high, sunlight is very high. Now also my video also I couldn't catch properly. Okay, sunlight is very high, that's why I couldn't see. My camera also not observing all our like all our brightness. My camera is very low quality camera, and so no matter, I also learning this with this. My camera also very nice, I'll say to you, and I'll get the motivation. So every time, every situation, you can think your own way, no matter, nobody will say to you, and other things will come to in your mind. So do good for others, it will come back unexpected way. Somebody will think like another way. Everything will be easy, everything will be easy when you are busy. Nothing will be easy when you will be busy. So my one of the words I say to you, there are many times. So problem will come, or but problem. Everyone has problem. You have problem. I have problem. But my problem is another problem. Their problem is there. Their problem. They are also taking rest here. So I am also making video on my YouTube channel. So that's why. So I can think many things like this alone. I also go alone, and then there also you also see there are some person they are gossiping, but they don't know about this their power. If you are like this, if you want to be happy, learn and fight alone. If you want to be happy, choose a hard work. With this hard work you can do everything with your life. So my dear friends, what also now I'm saying to you, this also story also said, and now my mind has something is going on, something going on into my mind. And how can I, if I say to somebody say to you now, you say some of person also I said many things, but I do not never think like me. And like this exactly behind my head also sun is shining, but if I do this like, and what is happening, so these things is very terrible things, nice things, not as nice things. And every time, every situation, you can learn something new things with you, and you try to read and read. I am so trying to read and read when you speak. So another story also I'll say. So another story. Now this story is my very famous story. The once upon a time there was a villager and the spectacles. What happened this story now? So today also I will share this story. And I also think another story I say as a tiger and mosquito. This story also I remember before I read, but today also I think when I start making video. So okay, which should I say? No, first I'll try to say hard stories. These stories. Once upon a time, once there was a tiger. The tiger was dozing under a tree. Sometime a mosquito came buzzing by. A mosquito came buzzing by, and sometimes so it is buzzing here there, and mosquito was very unhappy. Then mosquito said, "Hey, not tiger said to mosquito, hey mosquito, go away from. It is my place. I am so resting here, and why you have come here?" So the mosquito said, I do not afraid to you. Why you are saying to me, I have to go from here, but I don't want to go from there. So okay, then the mosquito again stuck. Mosquito again started buzzing. But the tiger was very upset, and he stuck with his hand, with his paw in his with the stuck to mosquito, but he didn't catch the mosquito. And sometimes, and so he was very puzzled. The mosquito also did some of things like this. Sometimes go here and there in front of his face. And the tigers many times try to catch the mosquito, but he didn't catch. So after sometimes he with his paw he scratched his cheek, the tiger, and started to bleeding. And the tiger said to the mosquito, "Hey mosquito, you are very naughty, and what you are doing here?" So the mosquito said to the tiger, "Hey tiger, every every person is great in his way. Every person is great. Every person is great in his way, but I don't afraid to you." So like this also, don't proud yourself. Every person is great in his way. Like this also, this story also in here. Now if I explain this story, what will come out from this story? Now also I say to you, this story is when sometimes so we feel some of a small person, small means poor person, small person, they do not know, they are seeing properly, they cannot explain. But here is not But this is like this. Hmm. Okay, here is another things also coming out my brain. Okay, this story is also same. For practicing, you can do this. We can take some of simple story and you can do with the stories practice. So my another things is like now so I'm so walking every day. I walk 4 kilometers and minimum 3 kilometers. I walk regularly. That's why I can think many things. I also coming something in my mind. So speaking is better than reading and writing. No, so I always say the speaking is better than reading and writing. Evidence of mouth practice you can do with your mouth practice. Your speaking will come out from anything. Nobody and somebody will say to you, not nothing. They will say to you, nothing will give you. Nobody will say. In time of difficulty, everyone speaks is in mother tongue. So another story also I said the scholar mother tongue. So every like so today also I remembering all our stories now. And another story I'll say to you. This story means uh, very great story. I always said this story. This story is in village around the spectacles. What happened? This village around the spectacles now. So I would like to share this story. Once upon a time, there was a villager. Once upon a time, there was a villager. He didn't go school, and he often saw the people there with spectacles. They read and write, but they cannot. The villagers also think that if I have spectacles, I also can read like this man, like this others people, and the villager thought that how can he buy? How can he buy spectacles? One day also he went to the market. He went to the market and he bought one of the spectacles, and he entered the spectacle shop. The villager entered villager's shop and he asked to the man, the shopkeeper, "Hey, my dear friends, and can you help me? And can you give me spectacles, some pencils for reading and writing?" The shopkeeper gave him various spectacles for reading and writing, but he one of us also gave him one of book, but the villager couldn't read nothing, and couldn't read nothing, and then villager couldn't read nothing, and the villager said to the shopkeeper, "My dear friends, you all are spectacles like this useless, and I couldn't read nothing because of that. Our spectacles all are useless. The nothing." So the shopkeeper was very angry, and he gave to his look. He gave to the look on him that he gave to him doubtful look, and the shopkeeper said to him. Shopkeeper observed all things, and shopkeeper suddenly saw his book was whose book he gave to him, and that book was upside down, and he noticed and why he hold this book upside down, but shopkeeper said to him, and oh yes, it is yeah, I think also you couldn't read nothing, you didn't go to school, you cannot read and write. And the villager said, yes, I because of that, with this, if I buy these spectacles, I think also I can read like these other people. But I am thinking, but the shopkeeper gave him a laughter. He couldn't stop his laughter. So there is a story, and the shopkeeper said to the villager, "Oh, villager, now you come here and you go in your house and you read and write. Then I will give you advice to you. This advice is like this: spectacles don't help to you read and write. Spectacles help you to see better." Now, so villager said, "Spectacles don't help you read and write. Spectacles help you to see better." Like so, now understand. The villager said, "Okay, yes, I understood now." So before I couldn't understand. Nobody said to me. I think also they are also reading like that. I also can read like others people if I after buying these spectacles. But no, it is not the right way. And first of all, first you read and write, and then after you can buy a sweater. So my stories will end here. Another stories today. So I said three stories, no matter. My dear friends, all of you, and I'll say to you my opinion that also you can learn something new, where you can do something new things, no matter nobody will say to you nothing. And every day you try to speak with this morning walk, and some of it also now not this like also your thinking will not work. You have to do practice with your thinking, where which are thinkings will come to in your mind, and the mind will work for you. Now, so I am so thinking in a 40 minutes, how many sentences I am speaking. These things is very very important things. Like that also now, I also said now. So one thing I remember, I said to my son, and these things was like in in a week, if you do this practice regularly, your speaking and your vocabulary, your accent, your pronunciation, everything will change. Everything will change 100%. Is the right now. So I'm also doing this practice regularly. If I do not, after practicing, and when I go in my home, then I think I will get some motivation. I will get some like this energy from after making video. If I do not make video, I get some demotivated, uh, unenergetic. I feel unenergetic. So I also use here unenergetic feel. So this type of words also you can say, you can use, no matter nobody will say to you, my dear friends, every time. So English language is when you will try to, like also I'm also thinking this that is like this. I am also doing working, I'm also thinking like that. And yesterday also I made one of video. This video also I said many things, but also now speaking time, which are sentences will come, you don't know. Like this, your thinking will work for you, and the mouth, your speaking time is like this. My body, my mouth, my brain, all are will work for me. So first I said when I started making video, then so I said some of words you can study some of with words like this single words. Like also today also I find out one of words like this motivation, and when we'll try to speak with these words. Like, so yeah, tomorrow I'll chat with you these words and how many sentences I can speak. Motivation, it is not means I don't leave this single words, but also single words will help for me, because if I read these type of topics like this, before I would read these are story means also in stories there are five character, and where they will go there would go. It is all things also I read. But also I think also how can I explain my things, anything, any ideas will work on me. These are ideas will be very nice. And like this motivation very great things, great idea, inspiration and motivation. How it works, how does it work? Now, so I'm so thinking, I'm so saying. So some of it internal motivation and external motivation we get from other people, but we do not think this our motivation is here. So my dear friends, every situation you can think your own way, and nobody will say to you nothing, nobody will give you nothing in this world, and all are people like this. I will say to you here, so famous quotes I would say to people always will so stones at you, you don't throw them back, you collect and build an ampere. So people will throw stones at you, you don't throw them back, you collect and build an ampere. People will throw stones at you, you don't throw them back, you want to collect and build an ampere. Also I'm also speaking about this, people will throw stones at you, you don't throw them back. So like this also people will say many things, people say, but also you can say I don't trust words, I trust action. But people can tell me everything, but my action will tell you anything. This type of words, so you can think, you can say with your on yourself, then motivation will come to in your life. But when we'll learn, when we'll speak to learn. These are words, very very interesting words, like this. with this your morning walk, you can try to do make video, and making video or many sentences will come like this. Any kinds of sentence, any kinds of words you can say. Like also, I'm also watching, I'm also making video here. So after making video, everything will be right option will come. So another contraction, you have to develop your contraction. With contraction, you cannot say nothing. So my dear friends, every time you some people will say something, some people will judge you, some people will just don't say to you, some people say many things, but they are speaking, they are saying after some days later, these are speaking, these are words, you can say all are they are inspiration for me, all are they inspired to me because of their for speaking, and they say to no, you do this actors. Now so I hear one of these story, simple as some of frog, one of frog, he climbing on the tree, he was climbing on a frog, he was climbing on the tree. So another frog also under the tree, another frog was under the tree, and all our frogs said, oh frog, you don't go there, you don't go there, after going you fell down, but it is not right, so climbing tree for not you. The frog was frog didn't listen them, they because the frog climbed up the tree, and he saw the world, how it is so very big and nice. The frog, this moral also very nice. The frog was deaf, but he didn't listen to them what they are saying. They are saying you don't do, you don't do. But here is another moral also we find, and the frog thought, and they are encouraged to me, and you can go, you can go. These are, and they said you don't, you cannot go, you cannot go, you do not go, you do not go. And the frog say, frog things was like this, you can go, you can do, you can do, you can do. These words. So my dear friends, all of you also say to you many types of words will say come into your mind. No matter nobody will give you nothing. So all our people will adjust to you what you are doing. So it's like this. So my painting is like that. When I try to do great things, great ideas, then also I am thinking, I am also learning, I am also doing my activities so every day. So these things is very important things I know, and you also can do this exercise, this practice. After practicing, so one of the John Rim also said, my mentor John Rim said, my mentor, no matter you do 1,000 times, and then after you can say without topics, without anything. Now, so now also I said, English practice, you have to do some of stories, some of interesting idea you can collect, and with these ideas you can say something. Also, people in our surrounding life, so many kinds of people are there, always they are moving, and this is our called this society, and so these people will, they are all, and they are, but in our countries problem also, we say like this also now, some of problem you try to solution every day. If you try some of solution, then how many solution you are trying, and how many solution try, all are in our surrounding life. So many kinds of problem we can see, but the another person, another people, they cannot see their problem, but another person, I can see their problem. Because of that, they are belongs, they are also living with their problem, they always try to live with this problem. And also yesterday also said one of words my wife, the people always uh, they always the our sadness, worriness, poor people always like to live. Poor people always learn how they live with this poor condition, how they live with this poor condition, and how they live. And they automatically learn poor condition, how they maintain his love, life, poor condition. But they do not, they do not get out from this poor condition. They do not get the poor condition. Poor condition is your things. That's also our countries, all our people also, we are belongs to poor condition, we are living poor condition, but our brain is not doing. Some people say something, and some But they'll say you try to work and you try to listen. All of people you can do. Some activities you can say you can do. So activities will come to your mind when you start to speak. So my dear friends, today's video is in here, and so I will make another video. Tomorrow I will come here. So now today is Saturday, and I will set you to a great man. Nothing is little. When you will grow up, then your thinking will be very little. Which thinking you can use. Then after your everything you can learn, and also learning is very important. If you don't learn on time and whole life learning, this teaching will teach you if you don't learn properly. So my dear friends, do good for others, it will come back unexpected. Don't worry, you try to do good things every time and good things will come to you. And my opinion is here, and I'll stop my video here. So bye bye and goodbye now. So I also walk, as you can see, where I come from, and I say to you, okay, bye, goodbye.